Hey, welcome back to another video. For those that haven't seen our channel before, this is our 2015 Toyota Tundra with a four-wheel camper Project M on it. The purpose of this video is going to be a 2-year review, and then there's been a ton of changes to the truck over the last couple years. I haven't really dived deep into much of it, and in this one we're going to cover everything from front bumper to rear bumper and all the aftermarket mods that have made this thing incredible to take off-road. I'm a bit of a research nut, so after all of my time and effort finding products that I like for the truck, I'm super happy with them, so I want to share those with you. Some of them are brand partners. The truth is I was probably going to use their product whether they wanted to partner with me or not, and that's companies like 4-Wheel Campers, Baja Design Lights, Sherpa Roof Racks, Toyo Tires, Icon Suspension and Icon Alloy Rims, and K&N Air Filters. So thanks to them for helping out with the build, but I love their product nonetheless, so happy to have it on the truck. All of the items I use on the truck, whether it's a brand partner or just something I like, will all be in the description for you guys to find and choose if you want to use it yourself. And I don't make any commission or anything like that off of it. I just enjoy making the videos and hope you guys will subscribe to the channel. So we're going to start at the front and just work our way back, and I'm just going to rattle off the list of stuff here. I put some TRD cowling and TRD headlights on it. This year make model didn't come with this style. The grille has been changed as well to a TRD grille. Baja Designs LP9 lights, a couple Baja Designs Onyx bars in here, amber and clear. I also have some Baja Design Squadrons down here in the front of the C4 steel bumper that's powder coated in black. A Warren winch with synthetic rope and some Factor 55 fair lead and hook on the front here. And then we have some LP4 Baja Design A-pillar lights, and that's all controlled by a Switch Pros controller. Under the hood here I have an SD off-road bracketing to organize all my electronics with a dual ARB compressor. And then on the left side of the engine compartment we have that brand new K&N Next Gen air filter that sounds and works so great. All right, next up is our Icon suspension and Icon alloy wheels. We've got the upper billet arms from Icon with the Heim joints, 3.0 coilovers with their new CDEV valving. That's the electronic valving with the electronic brain that you mount under the hood. It rides unbelievable. That's new to me in the last couple weeks. I previously had the 3.0s on there, but those were just the standard coilovers. The electronic stuff is a great upgrade. We've got some 18-inch Icon alloy compression rims with some 37-inch open country RT Toyo tires. These things have been so great. They're so quiet on the road. I'm super happy with them. I had some mud tires before from a different brand, and these are so smooth for all of our long distance traveling to get to these awesome overlanding areas. And then I have the upgraded power brakes, huge 6-piston billet aluminum brakes. These things have been a game changer. It's one of the smallest footprint upgrades as far as size, and you don't see them all that much, but it's probably one of my top 2 or 3 upgrades on the entire truck because it's added so much safety to it. Underneath the truck we have the full RCI skid plate system front to rear, catalytic converter guard. That's a pretty big comfort knowing that people can't steal those things. And then it's been re-geared with 529 nitro gears with a Eaton E-locker in the rear. Up top we got the Sherpa roof rack. It extends all the way underneath the 4-wheel camper. It looks really good because it fills that big gap up there. Obviously some more Baja Designs S2 lighting off the side for camping, and our Midland Radios antenna. Another new feature in the last few weeks, the little Starlink Mini 12-volt. Everybody's seen these around, but another testimony that it's awesome to have out on the trail. I use the Starlink Mount right here onto the Sherpa crossbar. Mounts there, and it works in motion or obviously stationary at camp. To save room from inside the camper area, we've taken out the back seat of the truck. I built a platform back here. We have a Dometic 75 fridge. It's a big fridge, but it's got the space for it in a Tundra, which is known for having a huge rear cab area. And then the other half is just storage. Moving back down to the suspension stuff for the rear, I'd previously been using some airbags while I waited for a final weight, but now that it's all done, I had Atlas Springs up in LA County build a custom leaf pack just for this truck. I left it with them for a few days. What a game changer having a leaf pack built to a specific weight. It rides like a stock truck. And then of course more Icon suspension. Right now some piggybacks in there, but in a couple weeks we're going to be doing the electronic valving upgrade just like the front. And then I have some 2.0 bump stops in the back. Another recent change is I just added the TRD dual exhaust, and it sounds awesome. And it's a full stainless system, so I don't have to worry about corrosion over time. So on the exterior of the camper here, we have the Alucab 270 awning that wraps all the way around the back. We've been running this for probably a year and a half, but I've changed the mounting configuration. I had been using brackets from Mule Expedition. I kind of got sick of dealing with those. They have their purpose. Some of you may love them. I decided to go through bolt straight to the camper and relocate my latches, so I never have to mess with adjusting the awning or not being able to get to my camper brackets. I can just deploy it and then collapse it back in, and it's seamless. I'm very happy with it this way. So here on the back of the truck, we have a Expedition 1 bumper. It's their dual swing setup with a Toyo tire mounted on one side and the gas cans mounted on the other. We have a trailed 14-gallon water tank up where the stock spare tire would have been. We have a fill and a pressurized water outlet here that also goes into the camper, which I'll explain in a minute. And then we have a ARB quick connect air chuck for any needs with the air compressor. So let's jump inside to the camper area now. So now to the living quarters of the truck, the four-wheel camper Project M, which we have had on here for about 2 years. It does not come built like this. It is meant to be kind of a topper, empty. You can still use it for a truck. You can take the topper on and off. You can put your construction tools, whatever you like in here. That's kind of the benefit and perk of the Project M. It's super lightweight, only 400 pounds. There's a whole list of great things about it, but this truck does nothing but camp and explore now. So I didn't need it to be that versatile. So we have chosen to build it out with cabinetry, a sink, water, like I mentioned, bench seating, battery, solar, all of those things. So it's got all the creature comforts now. It's got a heater in it. I've done a lot of videos on those. I've done solar videos, heater videos, cabinetry build out videos. So all of those are viewable on the channel if you choose to. So I'll jump inside and explain a little bit of what we got going on. So for the cabinetry, I chose 3/4 inch bamboo, 1/2 inch hex ply. I built in a drawer. We have a microwave down here. We have a sink with a water pump. We've got just storage all over the place, cabinet doors, and then bench seating as well, which is the same bamboo as the countertops. These have all been sealed. And then for more storage, we have these 2 Alucab boxes, and just below them on the floor, we have vinyl coin flooring. So over on the driver's side, we decided to make this one big bench seat with a Dickinson heater back here. It's kind of like a wood burning stove, but it uses propane. We got a flame in here and a fan that pumps the hot air out. And then a molly panel with just some extra storage pouches. Down below the microwave, we have a Goal Zero 3000 with the water pump setup and all of my electrical needs. I decided to go with the Goal Zero route or some other brand like Blue Eddy or something like that where it's modular, because I wanted to be able to make it portable. I could take that out, use it as a house backup. If I wasn't taking the truck somewhere, I could take it in a different vehicle, versus the whole built-in systems with solar controllers and all of that. It's all built in one unit in these brands like Goal Zero or any other of those big names. It's so simple. It's all in one and it's modular. So the four-wheel camper bed area, this is on a slide. It can slide out another 2 feet or so and make almost a king-size bed. It is a massive sleeping area. This camper for this particular truck is 6 feet from side to side. I am 6 feet and my wife's a little shorter than me, so we both fit this way perfectly without having to sleep front to back. So I don't slide the bed all the way out this way. It's fixed in this spot about 1 foot out from its smallest configuration. And we have the Hest dually mattress on here. It fits perfect. It's unbelievably comfortable. And then on top we have Airknot, who partnered with our friends at Rayco Designs to make a blanket. And this whole setup is super comfortable. We both sleep very well in here. A couple things on the passenger side on the exterior that we need to cover. This is an Expedition Essentials propane mount that's mounted to the four-wheel camper jack bracket. And then this propane bottle runs that heater inside that I just showed you. We have Max Tracks mounted to the exterior gear track from four-wheel camper. Just up here in the corner of the camper is the exhaust and the inlet for that same heater. So let's jump into the review part of the camper now that you've seen the whole truck and the modifications we've done. The vast majority of the things I love about the camper, but there's a couple things, a couple challenges, I guess you could say, that you kind of have to work through. Most of it being because it's a topper style camper. It's not a full slide in, it's not fully enclosed. The first common one that I get is dust, and the next one is bugs. So this being a topper, you still use your truck tailgate as designed, and it uses this rear hatch system to close against the tailgate. I've added some extra sealing between the truck bed and the tailgate, and from the rear hatch to the tailgate. Those will be linked in the description. They're just simple Amazon products, nothing special, but they make a big difference, and that cut down dramatically on the dust. I don't think you're ever going to keep 100% of the dust out of any topper style camper, so I'll still have a little bit of dust back here in the corners, but a simple rag or like the air chuck in my rear bumper, I can just blow it off and it's solved. 4-Wheel Campers has since come out with a bug screen from the factory you can get from them. When I bought the camper originally, that wasn't an option, so I made one, a DIY bug screen that a lot of other 4-wheel camper owners shared their experiences with, and that makes a huge difference. There's a split down the center here, and you just go in and out through the magnetic split. But if you're going to order a new camper, for sure get the bug screen, because this is a big area for bugs to get through, clearly, between the tailgate and the hatch, so that makes a big difference. Another unfortunate feature of a topper camper of any style is that you're still standing, camping, living inside of a truck bed. So the ridges of any truck bed from any brand, it's steel, it's cold. You can feel the cold temperatures coming up from the bottom of the truck, and then it's dramatically warmer once you're up in bed. A couple ways of mitigating that is getting some sort of bed rug system, those carpeted, padded things, or obviously building it out like I did. This is a little more extreme, but to have a sheet of plywood, full cabinetry, the temperature difference is dramatic now. It's significantly improved. I think maybe one of the last somewhat negative things that I could ever say is if you're in hail or heavy rain, the tin roof of the camper is a little bit noisy. Personally, I like it. I enjoy the noise. I don't like a dead silent sleep, so that kind of is a soothing noise, and I enjoy it. But I've heard from other camper owners that sometimes it gets a little bit loud. So now jumping into some of the positives, there's quite a few. I've been in pretty significant winds in this. It does not make any noise. Wedge campers, rooftop tent campers, material, the canvas material flaps all over, the zippers make noise. This does not have any of that. It's Velcro seams, vinyl siding that doesn't flap and isn't super thin like canvas. The rubbery characteristics of this vinyl siding are waterproof. Canvas eventually seeps some water through, whether you're in rain or snow. This thing has been in all sorts of snowy and rainy conditions, and we've stayed completely dry inside. It's very lightweight for the size, coming in at only 400 pounds. Obviously not now that I've built out cabinetry, but when it's stock from the factory, it's only 400 pounds. It's insulated walls. It has foam and aluminum inside the plastic sheeting that keeps it insulated. With other brands I've had, things started weathering, canvas started changing colors, exterior metal started oxidizing and just showing signs of wear and tear. This is 2 years in. This truck lives outside every day of its life in my driveway. I don't have a big enough space for this to go inside. The camper looks brand new, other than some scratch marks from me going through trees or something. It is held up and looks great still. Hands down, our favorite feature between me and my wife with this camper and this style topper is the interior space. Being able to stand up in here, both of us can be standing in here and we're not on top of each other. You could sit in here, you can change in here, you could set up a toilet in here, go to the bathroom in here. Just the space is unparalleled. Even slide-in campers with full built-out couches and other features, the hallways can be narrower and it can feel a little bit more cramped. So for our style of camping, we're not spending weeks on the road. We don't need unbelievable creature comforts, just the simplicity of this. The space has been a game changer compared to other campers that we've had. There is a long list of options you can choose when you buy a camper like this. We only picked about 5 or 6. I did a video about 2 years ago detailing exactly what I chose, why I chose it, why I wouldn't have chosen anything different for my options. 2 years later, I still stand by that. I'm very happy with the 5 or 6 options that we picked, such as the gear tracks, the quilted interior thermal lining, things like that. But that's all documented in a separate video that I'm not going to bore you with on this one for a second time. So go check that one out if you're interested in options. So in summary, the list is long of positives with only a couple small negatives that just come with the nature of a topper. I have had zero quality control issues, zero warranty claims, anything of that nature. There's multiple service facilities around if you were to run into an issue. But with a camper company that's been around 50 years, they've got it pretty figured out. That's gonna do it for this 2-year review and update on the camper and the whole truck. Appreciate you checking out the video. If you found any part of it helpful, please consider subscribing. We'd really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.